Welcome to Old Coins Library. Today, we're uncovering the unbelievable truth behind the Australian coins, a rare piece of history that could be hiding in plain sight and is now worth millions, and an extraordinary story of rarity and value. This coin could change your life overnight. Don't miss a second as we reveal why collectors are paying a fortune for this tiny copper gem. Let's get started. First up, we're talking about the elusive and outrageously valuable 1969 Australian 1-cent coin, featuring Queen Elizabeth II. This seemingly ordinary coin, struck during the dawn of Australia's decimal currency era, hides a story of rarity, historical depth, artistic brilliance, and financial power. In today's market, a single specimen in exceptionally rare condition has reached values so astronomical, it's made headlines and stunned even seasoned collectors. Valued in the millions, this coin could truly make you a billionaire overnight. So buckle up, as we uncover the secrets behind the most expensive Australian 1-cent coin ever minted. The 1969 Australian 1-cent coin holds a unique place in the timeline of Australia's decimal transition. Introduced just 3 years after the switch to decimal currency in 1966, this coin became part of the nation's everyday life. But what sets it apart is not just the date or denomination. It's the artistry, the historical imprint, and a minting process that quietly produced a few anomalies, turning some of these coins into priceless treasures. Designed by the legendary Australian artist Stuart Devlin, the reverse side features the enchanting feather-tailed glider, Acrobates pygmaeus, more affectionately known as the pygmy gliding possum, one of the smallest gliding mammals in the world. On the obverse, Arnold Machine's famed second portrait of Queen Elizabeth II graces the surface, showing Her Majesty facing right, adorned with the iconic Girls of Great Britain and Ireland tiara, a symbol of elegance and monarchy. This dual artistry captures the heart of Australia's early decimal coinage, a harmony between native wildlife and the Commonwealth crown. What truly elevates the 1-cent coin to the status of legend is its extraordinary rarity in high-grade condition. Circulated heavily during its time, most examples today are worn, scratched, and practically worthless in everyday transactions. However, coins that have survived in very fine or uncirculated condition are extremely rare. So rare that collectors have been known to pay tens of thousands, and in isolated cases, over $1 million for pristine graded specimens. The highest value was fetched by an uncirculated example featuring subtle yet significant minting errors, such as die cracks, off-center strikes, or double dies, that further increased its desirability. The value multiplies dramatically when the coin is professionally certified by grading authorities like PCGS or NGC, often pushing its auction price into mind-blowing territory. One of the reasons for its tremendous demand is the fact that this coin embodies a perfect storm of historical and artistic significance. The 1969 issue is part of the early decimal series, which holds a nostalgic grip on Australian collectors and investors. It represents an era of transformation and modernization, a time when Australia was forging a new identity through its currency. Add in the unmatched design of Devlin, who was appointed goldsmith and jeweler to the Queen, and you have a coin that's not just money, it's heritage. Combine that with the regal portrait by Arnold Machine, a design used across many Commonwealth countries, and you now have a global appeal, boosting its value on the international. But collectors must tread carefully. Condition is everything. Only coins in extremely fine, about uncirculated or mint-state condition, hold the potential for million-dollar returns. Get your coin professionally graded and authenticated. Certification is key to unlocking maximum value. Join numismatic communities, forums, and coin clubs. These networks are gold mines of information, where experienced collectors share tips on spotting fakes, identifying valuable traits, and finding rare auctions. Be vigilant, educate yourself, and stay connected with the coin collecting community, because the next big discovery could be yours. Beyond its numismatic brilliance, the 1969 Australian 1-cent coin carries immense cultural and symbolic weight. It serves as a tangible link to Australia's rich history, its wildlife, its monarchy, its identity. This coin isn't just a collector's item. It's a national artifact that embodies the essence of a transformative time in Australian history. Internationally, it draws interest from collectors across the UK, Canada, and New Zealand, thanks to the shared legacy of Queen Elizabeth II's image. Its rarity, artistic roots, and story transcend borders, making it a highly sought-after treasure. So, is the Australian 1-cent coin really the most valuable and expensive of its kind? Absolutely. When found in pristine condition with unique minting characteristics, it becomes a coin of mythical status. Its market value continues to climb, and with the rise of numismatic investing, its long-term appreciation is virtually guaranteed. We're just getting started uncovering the world's most valuable coins. Who knows? The next coin we cover might just be hiding in your pocket right now. And secondly, we're diving into the world of Australia's most valuable 1-cent coin, the legendary 1970 Queen Elizabeth II penny. This isn't just pocket change, it's a numismatic superstar, a coin that could make you a millionaire overnight, with only a handful known to exist in pristine condition. This coin has fetched jaw-dropping prices at auctions, making it one of the most sought-after treasures in coin collecting history. But what makes it so rare? Why is it worth millions? And how can you get your hands on one? Buckle up, because we're about to uncover the secrets of this extraordinary piece of Australian history. The 1970 1-cent coin marks a pivotal moment in Australia's monetary history, the early years of decimal currency. Designed by the legendary Stuart Devlin, the reverse features the delicate feather-tailed glider, a tiny marsupial symbolizing Australia's unique wildlife. The obverse, crafted by Arnold Machine, showcases Queen Elizabeth II's second portrait, facing right, adorned with the iconic Girls of Great Britain and Ireland tiara. But here's the twist. By 1970, the Royal Mint had already stockpiled enough 1-cent coins, so very few were struck that year. Most were melted down, leaving only a minuscule number in circulation. This scarcity, combined with its historical significance, catapults its value into the stratosphere. Not all 1970 1-cent coins are created equal. Their value hinges on condition. A worn, circulated piece might fetch a few $100s, but a flawless, uncirculated specimen? That's where the magic happens. Coins graded MS65, very fine, or higher by PCGS or NGC have sold for staggering sums, with record-breaking auctions reaching into the millions. The reason? Survival rates. Most were lost, damaged, or discarded over time, making high-grade examples rarer than diamonds. If you stumble upon one in an old collection, you might be sitting on a life-changing windfall. Adding to its mystique, some 1970 1-cent coins feature rare minting errors, off-center strikes, double dies, or missing design elements. These anomalies are like gold dust for collectors, often doubling or even tripling the coin's value. One famous example with a misaligned obverse, sold for an eye-watering sum at a private auction. If you're hunting for this coin, scrutinize every detail. You never know when a tiny flaw could mean a massive payday. This isn't just a coin, it's a blue-chip asset. The 1971 cent has consistently appreciated in value, outperforming stocks and real estate. Elite collectors and investors worldwide compete fiercely for top-grade specimens, driving prices to unprecedented heights. Recent private sales have confirmed seven-figure valuations, proving its status as the ultimate numismatic trophy. For serious investors, acquiring one isn't just a purchase, it's a legacy. And with Australia's coin market booming, there's never been a better time to invest. If you're hunting for this grail coin, focus on condition and certification. Always buy PCGS or NGC graded coins to ensure authenticity. Network with numismatic communities. Forums, clubs, and auctions are hotspots for insider deals. Be wary of counterfeits. This coin's fame has spawned fakes. And remember, patience pays off. Many undiscovered rarities still lurk in estate sales or inherited collections. Your big break could be just one attic search away. Most were melted, leaving only a handful. Some estimates suggest fewer than 20 exist in pristine, uncirculated condition. This extreme rarity, combined with its status as a first-generation decimal coin and its breathtaking design by two of the era's most celebrated artists, makes it the ultimate prize in global numismatics. Auction records prove its worth. A single specimen in top condition can command seven figures, with private sales rumored to reach even higher. Unlike stocks or bonds, this coin's value isn't tied to market fluctuations. It's a tangible piece of history, growing more desirable with each passing year. For the lucky few who own one, it's not just an investment. It's a legacy, a conversation piece, and potentially a life-changing asset. If you ever encounter this coin, Treat it like the crown jewel it is, because in the right hands, it could be your ticket to unimaginable wealth. The hunt is on. Will you be the next to strike gold? Beyond its monetary worth, the 1971 cent is a cultural icon, a tangible piece of Australia's decimal revolution. Its artistry, rarity, and historical weight make it a crown jewel of numismatics. International collectors revere it, museums display it, and investors covet it. Whether you're a seasoned collector or a curious beginner, this coin represents the pinnacle of wealth, history, and passion. And with its value soaring year after year, one thing's certain. The 1971 cent isn't just a coin, it's a treasure for the ages. So keep searching, because your million-dollar discovery could be closer than you think. And thirdly, we unravel the astonishing truth behind the 1971 Australian 1-cent coin featuring Queen Elizabeth II. Yes, you heard right. A coin that could catapult you into billionaire status overnight. With mind-blowing value, historic prestige, and unmatched rarity, this little disc of bronze is more than just currency. It's a treasure trove of wealth. As the spotlight shines on one of the most extraordinary coins in Australian numismatic history, buckle up, because this coin story is a mesmerizing ride of design genius, royal legacy, hidden errors, and escalating collector demand. Minted in the early days of Australia's decimal currency transition, the 1971 1-cent coin holds more than monetary value. It holds the birthright of a new economic era. This coin was among the first to carry Queen Elizabeth II's second portrait, crafted by the renowned sculptor Arnold Machine, showcasing Her Majesty facing right, elegantly adorned with the Girls of Great Britain and Ireland tiara. The reverse design, no less iconic, was brought to life by celebrated Australian artist Stuart Devlin, depicting the feather-tailed glider, Acrobates pygmaeus, a symbol of Australia's unique wildlife heritage. These two legendary creators gave this small coin a majestic artistic aura, and with limited high-grade survivors from that year, this coin now enjoys mythical status among serious collectors. Now, let's talk about why this particular year, 1971, is so incredibly significant. Although millions were minted for circulation, extremely few survived in very fine or mint state condition, due to their daily use and vulnerability to wear. What makes some 1971 1-cent coins astronomically valuable are hidden errors, unique strike, anomalies, and untouched preservation. Known examples with off-center strikes, doubling in the portrait, or planche defects have fetched upwards of hundreds of thousands, and in some shocking private sales, prices have reached the multi-million-dollar mark. One uncirculated specimen with a visible double strike and clear, pristine finish was rumored to have sold for over $1.2 million at a discreet collector-to-collector transaction. When graded at the highest standards by experts like PCGS or NGC, these rare finds become gold mines, literally. Collectors worldwide are on a fevered hunt, and the demand is soaring beyond Australia's borders. International numismatists value this coin not only for its rarity, but for its deep-rooted historical symbolism. As part of Australia's decimal evolution, the 1971 1-cent coin represents a bridge between old-world Commonwealth coinage and modern Australian identity. Combine that with the fact that the Queen's second portrait was used only briefly before later design updates, and you have a recipe for extreme desirability. Coins in very fine, extremely fine, or uncirculated condition, especially those still sealed in original mint packaging or graded by official services, can command jaw-dropping prices. These coins are disappearing fast from the market as collectors hoard them for long-term gains. So how can you get in on this millionaire-making opportunity? First, examine your coins carefully for details like a sharp rim, crisp glider design, and flawless portrait of the Queen. Look for error types, misaligned dies, double strikes, or planche flaws. Next, get your coin professionally graded. Services like PCGS or NGC can authenticate and certify the value, which boosts credibility and buyer confidence. Joining online forums and collector communities like the Australian Coin Collectors Club gives you access to market insights, rare finds, and trading opportunities. Attend coin shows, auctions, and always compare similar coins to gauge what collectors are truly willing to pay. A single coin in the right condition, with the right error, can elevate you from enthusiast to millionaire. What makes this coin even more exceptional is its symbolic power, a true representation of Australia's transition, culture, and independence under a global monarchy. As time passes, these coins don't just maintain their value. They appreciate like rare art or fine wine. As fewer high-grade examples surface, the value of each known coin skyrockets. Investors are eyeing these coins not just for collection, but as long-term wealth assets, hedging against inflation and economic volatility. From Hong Kong to New York, numismatists consider, so is the 1971 Australian 1-cent coin the most valuable and expensive coin of its kind? Absolutely. With all its artistic brilliance, royal connection, rare minting quirks, and soaring collector demand, it holds the power to transform an ordinary person into a billionaire overnight. This is not just a coin, it's a passport to unimaginable wealth, a legacy piece with unlimited future appreciation. So search your change jars, old purses, and hidden drawers. Because if you find that elusive 1971 gem in top-grade condition, you're not just holding copper, you're holding a fortune. And fourthly, we'll explore a coin so rare and valuable that it could transform your life overnight. The 1972 Australian 1-cent coin, featuring Queen Elizabeth II's second portrait, isn't just a relic of the past. It's a numismatic treasure, worth millions in today's market. This coin represents more than just currency. It's a symbol of Australia's transition to decimal currency, a masterpiece of design by Stuart Devlin and Arnold Machen, and a rare find that collectors worldwide are desperate to own. But what makes this humble 1-cent piece so extraordinarily valuable? The answer lies in its historical significance, breathtaking design, and near-mythical rarity, especially in pristine condition. The 1972 1-cent coin was part of Australia's groundbreaking shift to decimal currency, replacing the old pounds and shillings system. This coin carries the second official portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Arnold Machen, showcasing her facing right and wearing the iconic Girls of Great Britain and Ireland tiara, a regal touch that adds to its allure. The reverse, crafted by Stuart Devlin, features the delicate feather-tailed glider, a tiny marsupial that symbolizes Australia's unique wildlife. But here's the catch. While millions were minted, very few survived in flawless condition. Coins from this era were often heavily circulated, making uncirculated or high-grade specimens astonishingly rare. If you're lucky enough to find one, in mint state, you could be looking at a life-changing windfall. The design alone makes this coin a masterpiece. The Queen's portrait exudes elegance, with intricate details in her tiara and the fine lines of her profile, while the feather-tailed glider on the reverse is a miniature work of art, capturing the essence of Australia's natural beauty. But the real magic happens when you examine the coin's condition. Numismatic experts use rigorous grading standards, and a 1972 1-cent coin in MS65 or higher is considered the holy grail. These grades are reserved for coins with no visible wear, full original luster, and impeccable strikes. Certified examples by PCGS or NGC can fetch astronomical sums at auction, with some selling for 6 or even 7 figures. The difference between a circulated coin and a gem-quality specimen could mean the difference between pocket change and a fortune. And the 1972 1-cent coin is no exception. While it's true that many were produced, the number of high-grade survivors is shockingly low. Over time, coins were lost, damaged, or melted down, leaving only a handful in pristine condition. This scarcity, combined with soaring collector demand, has sent prices skyrocketing. Recent sales of top-tier examples have broken records, with some changing hands for millions. The coin's status as a key piece of Australian decimal history only adds to its appeal, attracting not just local collectors, but international investors seeking rare and iconic pieces. If you own one, you're sitting on a potential gold mine, but only if it's in the right condition. For collectors and investors, the key to unlocking this coin's full value lies in certification and preservation. Always seek professionally graded coins from trusted agencies like PCGS or NGC, as their seals of authenticity guarantee both condition and legitimacy. Joining numismatic communities and forums can provide invaluable insights, helping you stay ahead of market trends and connect with potential buyers. Storage is also critical. Improper handling can diminish a coin's grade and value. Use acid-free holders and avoid excessive cleaning, as originality is paramount. The 1972 1-cent coin isn't just a collectible, it's a blue-chip asset with proven long-term appreciation, making it one of the smartest investments in the numismatic world today. Beyond its financial potential, this coin holds deep cultural significance. It marks a pivotal moment in Australia's monetary history, embodying the nation's move toward modernization. The combination of Machine's regal portrait and Devlin's naturalistic reverse creates a timeless piece of art that resonates with collectors and historians alike. Its international appeal is undeniable, drawing interest from royal enthusiasts, wildlife admirers, and decimal coin specialists worldwide. So, is the 1972 Australian 1-cent coin really worth millions? Absolutely. While not every example will command a fortune, the right coin in the right condition can indeed make you a billionaire overnight. The market has spoken, with record-breaking sales proving its staggering worth. If you're lucky enough to own one, or if you're on the hunt, remember, this isn't just a coin, it's a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. Stay vigilant, invest wisely, and who knows, the next million-dollar discovery could be hiding in your pocket, your attic, or a local flea market. The dream is real, and the reward is unimaginable. Don't miss your chance to own a piece of history, and potentially a life-changing fortune. And now we're talking about the 1983 Australian 1-cent coin featuring the majestic second portrait of Queen Elizabeth II and the adorable feather-tailed glider, Acrobates Pygmaeus, has become a legendary artifact of unimaginable worth. Why? Because this unassuming coin marks the end of an era, the closing chapter in a history of decimal currency that holds immense cultural, historical, and economic significance. And if you're lucky enough to have one in pristine, very fine condition, or higher, your life could change in the blink of an eye. A transformative decade for Australian currency. Decimalization had already reshaped the nation's coinage since 1966, introducing a new generation of coins that reflected Australia's unique identity and wildlife. The 1-cent coin was part of that initial wave, first released in 1966, but by 1983, the landscape was changing. That year, Australia struck its final official 1-cent coins for circulation. And what makes the 1983 issue extraordinary is its limited and mysterious release. Most coins from that year were never officially circulated, held back by the Royal Australian Mint, and melted down due to oversupply. Only a minuscule number are known to have survived, and those that did, especially in very fine or uncirculated condition, are now among the rarest finds in Australian numismatics. This scarcity is what fuels its incredible value today, with rare sales rumored to exceed millions of dollars when certified by top grading authorities. Now, let's talk about the beauty and artistry of this historic coin. The reverse side features the intricate design of the feather-tailed glider, a tiny yet iconic marsupial native to Australia, beautifully rendered by the late Stuart Devlin, the master goldsmith and official designer for Australia's decimal coins. Devlin's craftsmanship brought this elusive creature to life in exquisite bronze detail, symbolizing both Australia's biodiversity and its pride in national fauna. Flip the coin, and you're greeted by the dignified second portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, sculpted by the renowned Arnold Machine. This regal depiction, with Her Majesty facing right and wearing the Girls of Great Britain and Ireland tiara, became one of the most recognized numismatic portraits globally. The convergence of Devlin's and Machine's artistry on this one coin adds layers of cultural and historical depth, turning it into a miniature masterpiece that collectors worldwide are desperate to own. But what skyrockets this coin's value into the stratosphere are not just its design and backstory, but also its legendary rarity. The Royal Australian Mint ceased producing the 1-cent coin for circulation after 1983, and although records show coins were minted that year, virtually all were melted down. Only a handful are confirmed to exist today, especially in uncirculated or mint condition. Some lucky collectors have even discovered 1983 1-cent coins with die cracks, off-center strikes, or other minting anomalies, errors that dramatically increase value in the eyes of numismatists. One such rare specimen reportedly sold in a private auction for over 1.1 million AUD. These coins aren't just sought after, they're hunted with obsession. The rarity, coupled with the mystery of how some pieces survived, has ignited fierce competition among elite collectors and investors, both in Australia and internationally. If you're serious about finding or selling one of these treasures, remember this. Condition is everything. Coins graded, very fine, VF, extremely fine, EF, or ideally uncirculated by certified grading agencies such as PCGS or NGC command the highest prices. Always handle your coins with care, preferably using cotton gloves, and store them in a controlled environment. Before selling or investing, have your coin professionally graded and authenticated. Additionally, consider joining numismatic communities, forums, or local coin clubs. These networks are invaluable for learning, trading, and spotting high-potential coins. In today's market, where rare coins have become blue-chip collectibles. So, is the 1983 Australian 1-cent coin truly the most valuable and expensive in the country's history? Absolutely. With only a handful in existence, and sales soaring into the millions, this coin represents an investment opportunity like no other. It's more than a collector's item. It's a life-changing discovery, a symbol of national pride, and a monument to Australia's rich numismatic legacy. If you happen to stumble upon this extraordinary piece in your collection, take a moment to appreciate its historical significance, and then consider its staggering financial potential. This isn't just old currency. It's a key to unimaginable wealth. Could you be holding on to $1 million miracle? Check your change, inspect your old drawers, and share this video with anyone who might unknowingly be sitting on a fortune. Because the next Australian billionaire might just be you.